An unparalleled legacy, is honored at the White House and the State Department tonight. The nation and the world remembers Colin Powell's life and public service.
Yeah, Powell gained national prominence under Republican presidents and endorsed Democrats in the past. He rose through the military ranks to become the nation's chief diplomat before passing away from COVID-19 complications.
Chris Wynn brings us reaction.
I will never.
The world reacting to the death of former Secretary of State Colin Powell, the first African-American and youngest chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and later the first African-American Secretary of State under President George W. Bush.
So I've always felt strongly that you should try to solve conflicts in this world through negotiations, through diplomacy.
Former President Bush releasing a statement Monday saying in part, he was such a favorite of presidents that he earned the Presidential Medal of Freedom twice. He was highly respected at home and abroad. And most important, Colin was a family man and a friend. President Biden also recognizing Powell's decades of public service, writing in part, Colin embodied the highest ideals of both warrior and diplomat. Colin Powell was a good man. He will be remembered as one of our great Americans. And members of Biden's cabinet remembering Powell's legacy.
We will certainly miss him. I feel as if I have a hole in my heart just learning of this.
Secretary Powell was simply and completely a leader, and he knew how to build a strong and united team.
Powell grew up in the Bronx, New York. His parents immigrated from Jamaica. He served 2 tours in Vietnam, rising through the ranks to become a 4-star general. As Secretary of State, he made the case before the UN Security Council in 2003 to invade Iraq based on intelligence that it had weapons of mass destruction. The war lasted more than 8 years. No weapons of mass destruction ever turned up.
I regret it now because the information was wrong.
Powell spent his civilian years empowering youth through his projects.
When I heard their stories, I said, this is where I belong. I'm home again.
Powell died from complications from COVID-19, according to his family. He was 84 years old. In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn.